the Gambling Guys Podcast.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are live from the Shred Shed for Week 9 of the NFL season. This is Week 9 2.0, and the reason it is 2.0 is because we had some audio issues and some corrupt audio. We did film on Wednesday. Today is currently Friday.
Yep.
We have the best to prove our Thursday games if you guys want to see it. But we are going to start off as usual with our second round of this podcast, and we're going to kick it off the same way as we always do with the layout. But first, as always, I'm your host, Gambling J. Cheech, a.k.a. Mr. Consistent. And to my left here is my co-host, Rick, a.k.a. King Ace, a.k.a. the Raffle Specialist.
Boom, baby!
Guys, he's the raffle specialist because we had a golf outing that we partake in every single year for our roller hockey league, and Mr. Raffle Specialist over here submitted a raffle and won this beautiful new edition 65-inch TV for the Shred Shed.
No big deal. No big deal. Easy for me.
Not a big deal. Let's kick off the layout here. So first we got a recap of Week 8 and how we did, and we're going to pick and go through Week 9 and pick them. We're already a game behind, as we mentioned earlier. Then we're going to go to Gambling Guys Anytime Touchdown Props. And for the last 2 weeks, I blew it. So sorry to anyone who followed us. I will do better this week for sure. Followed by Quick Fantasy Football Spotlight, Gambling Guys Storytime, and coupled with the Gambling Guys Nugget of the Day. And then last and the best, that Triple G, the Gambling Guys Guarantee. So we will recap Week 8 and our updated records, but before that, we want to give a couple shout-outs here. So first, Trizzo.
DJ Jazzy Triz. Find him at Trizzo on Spotify, SoundCloud, TikTok. Trizzo Rants is a TikTok that he runs as well. Very funny guy, very good DJ, and we much appreciate him writing our intro music.
Triz is the best. Check out him on all platforms. Next, guys, we have a new sponsor that we acquired at this golf outing.
The Thursday night game
that we had mentioned. Yeah, but we're going to shout out to Elite Hockey Sticks.
Elite Hockey Sticks, _elite, _hockey, _sticks. Great product. We use it. We love it. If you guys want to score, contact Elite. Don't be average. Be elite.
Let's go. I like that.
That's their slogan.
That is their slogan, and it is nice. It's a nice one. Guys, so as Rick mentioned, the Elite sponsor is going to be the Elite Pick of the Week, which is going to be our Thursday games going forward.
Yep.
Our technical difficulties with our audio, we already had the Thursday game elapse, and we nailed it. So we'll get into that right now with the Thursday game.
We'll recap the
let's recap. Now, let's hit Thursday first, and then we'll recap. Yeah.
So Thursday night game was the Ravens playing the Dolphins. Return of Lamar. He looked pretty good last night. But their offense basically ran through Derrick Henry. 119 rushing yards. Guy's an absolute monster. The game was never in a doubt. Mike McDaniels for the Dolphins. I haven't seen today, but I'm sure he'll be fired soon. He stinks, that little nerd. This one, they were backs against the wall that I had. Ravens we both took them -6.5. That was a Gambling Guys guarantee. They were 2-5. Now they're 3-5. They crushed the Dolphins 28-6. Easy game for them, and easy game for us.
Yep, and as Rick mentioned, it was a Triple G, a Gambling Guys guarantee. Both of us took Baltimore -6.5. I also sprinkled some other things on the game, which we can post. I had one winner.
Anytime?
I had Anytime on Lamar, and he had 4 touchdowns. None he took himself, so I did not win that one.
Mark Andrews back-to-back opening touchdowns.
But I had a 3x return on my other bet, which was a couple different passing props and some rushing props as well.
Yep.
So shout out to us. We rule. But let's recap Week 8. As we mentioned, Rick, how did you do last week?
I was 9-4 last week, bringing my record to 66-49-1. Still nice. Pretty profitable. Good week for me so far. This week's going to be a little bit better. I really am starting to dial it in towards the halfway point of the season. So yeah, I think I had a good week. Couple games in there that were a little close that I lost. The Giants one, unfortunately, double loss for us. We lost the running back, and I lost the pick, but that's in my rearview mirror. I'm moving on to next week.
So, and we did mention it on Week 9 2. This is, as I mentioned, 2.0. But also last week, Rick went 9-6, 9-4 this week. So he is on the up and up, guys. Start trailing him. For myself, I went back-to-back weeks of 11-5. As I mentioned a few times on the last couple podcasts, I have been betting a little bit more of the games, doing the games and the over or under, depending on the situation.
Which surprises us because, like I said, I usually bet more than Jamie, frequency-wise, but Jamie this season has been firing off, and his record proves it. He's doing pretty well.
Yep, which bringing my total record to 83, 50, and 1. And I'm glad you brought that up. That is a little outside the norm because that's going to tie into the gambling nugget of the day later about me betting a little bit more than I usually do. But before we get there and to our Week 9s, I wanted to call out a couple games from last week. So LA Chargers smoked Minnesota 37-10. Miami smoked Atlanta 34-10. What happened there? Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, that's an interesting game.
And as we know, Miami then lost to Baltimore already for this week on Thursday night, last night. The New York Jets finally got their first win of the season, bringing them to 1-7 against the Doo-Doo Browns. So, against Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals.
I have the Browns in here as a note because I think that may be another game that they could win coming up. I think next week or the week after. The Jets are on a bye this week. So, Jets fans, enjoy that win. Congrats. Rick mentioned it. G-Man got slapped around a little bit by the Eagles. Couldn't beat them twice. And then they suffered a season-ending injury to Mr. Cam Scataboo.
If they make the playoffs, he might come back.
Okay, that's good to know. So hopefully they turn their season around. They need it. And last but not least, both Baltimore and Buffalo had wins after their bye week. So those are my updates for Week 8.
Baltimore, another win last night.
And another win last night for Baltimore.
All right, let's kick it off, baby.
Move on.
I'm feeling good about this week. I really am. All right, first up, we're hitting the Patriots in Atlanta. This game to me is easy. Spread right now is -5.5. I'm buying it down on the Patriots to -2.5. They're 3-2 against the spread in their last 5 games. Drake May last week, 21 of 23 passing, 222 yards and 2 touchdowns. I do not think Atlanta's defense or offense can keep up with the Patriots. They're also playing in Foxborough. They are also an indoor team playing outside in a cold environment in New England. I think the Patriots get it done. I'm going to buy down to -2.5 for this game. This way it's a field goal game-ish, but I think it's an easy cover at 5.5 if you don't want to touch the line.
Solid. Can you do me a favor since you're on there and look up their depth chart for New England?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, guys, I am going New England money line to keep it short. And the reason I went money line is because their running back, Ramondre Stevenson, and their wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, were on questionable notice.
Diggs is good. Ramondre out.
Ooh, Ramondre is out.
So, playing in fantasy real quick, sorry to jump in. Grab Travion Henderson if you can.
Yep, there you go. That's a good way to jump back into that. So I'm still going to take the money line, and that's my pick there. So New England money line,
good,
and we're good.
I like it. Next up, we'll go Bears-Bengals. Spread is -3 right now, favoring the Bears. It actually moved this morning to -2.5, which is an even better number. DeAndre Swift last week. 19 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown. I think their offense runs not mainly through him, but he's a huge piece of it. I think he'll have a big game against a Bengals defense that's not very good. The over-under in this game is 51.5. Little high. I'm not touching either the over or the under. I'll take Chicago minus the 2.5, and I'll take that free half a point. Go ahead.
-2.5.
Yeah. It moved. It was 3. Now it's -2.5.
I was going to say, did you have them at 3?
I had them at 3.
Ooh, interesting.
What happened?
Because I have the Bears at -2.5.
Oh, man. That's an updated.
Gambling Guys Guarantee.
Yes. And just in case you guys were wondering, I write Gambling Guys Guarantee next to our picks. You can see that Thursday, obviously. Gambling Guys Guarantee.
Yeah.
Don't zoom in on my sheet. Handwriting's bad anyways. Good luck.
I do have, the same as Rick, obviously, the Bears -2.5. I do think the Bengals might come out with some fury because they lost to the Jets last week, but they're dealing with some injuries still, even though Flacco's looked pretty decent in that QB spot. As Rick mentioned, the over is 51.5, and I'm going to play the under. So under 51.5, and I already have it booked and locked in, and I can show you timestamps on my FanDuel. So.
I think our fans believe us.
Believe me.
All right, next up, moving on, Steelers, Colts. Colts in this game are -3. As of now, -3.5. Good thing I got -3. Daniel Jones, 13 touchdowns on the season, passing and rushing, because he does scamper. Jonathan Taylor, best running back of the year by far, 12 touchdowns on the season. I think their offense is too much for the Steelers' defense to handle. Sorry, mama. I think the Steelers are a good team, but I don't think they can keep up with the Colts. The Colts are averaging over 28 points a week. So, give me the Colts. I'll lay the 3 with them, and Indiana, Daniel Jones, and Jonathan Taylor.
Indiana Jones has been having a stellar season, and I think this week we'll see the same thing from him and his team, which is domination. I do like the Steelers at home, the terrible towel, yada, yada, yada. But I do think the Colts are going to be too much for them. Unfortunately, I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
Dude, you know what? That game is 50.5 now. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, when I looked, guys, the other night, which was Wednesday, it was 49.5. So it's going up. Which, remember last week, I mentioned it. I forgot to tag the content creator who mentioned this, big sports bettor. But he said, if you want to bet the under, bet it early. And if you want to bet the over, bet it late.
Yes.
Because the lines are going to change. And we're already starting to see that with some of these games. Like this one's moving. And one moved on us last week when I said...
Look at the difference in games that we've already named from Wednesday to now.
I know.
It's been less than 48 hours and they're already moving.
Crazy. So, that's my pick, guys. Indy money line. So.
All right, next up, Chargers-Titans. Good game for us. We both like it.
Yep.
Chargers are currently -8.5. Last week they beat the Vikings 37-10. Herbert went 227 and 3 touchdowns.
Herbie!
Big week for him. The spread, like I mentioned, is 8.5. It's probably moved. I'll look in a second, but
it did.
I am buying it down to 6.5.
Let's go.
What did it move to? Let's take a look.
9.5.
When I looked,
when I looked, it was 9.5. So.
All right, so I'm buying it down to 6.5. I'll buy the 3 points. I want to make it a 1-touchdown game. I think they can win by more than 2 scores. Great, but for me, it's a 1-score play. I'm going -6.5 with the Chargers.
Let's go for our second, minus the Thursday, second Gambling Guys Guarantee, that triple G. I also have LAC for -6.5 on a buy down.
We are the best.
We are literally the best. I also am going to take the over 43.5. I think that's a low total for this game. Just for the Chargers alone, they'll probably put up 30 points. Let's just hope Tennessee scores at least a few touchdowns.
Quick check-in on the sound.
Quick check-in on the sound, guys, because we did have an audio issue.
I just want to make sure the bar is moving. That's all.
The bar
We're
is
good.
moving. Why do we have 2.0 podcast moving?
Throw it to the next slide. I will read off our friends over at Atlas Roll-Off, the Policinelli gang. We love them over there. Atlas Roll-Off, 895 Essex Street in Brooklyn, New York. 718-345-6451 for all your roll-off, dump, and card-off needs. Contact Vinny Policinelli and the gang over there. They will take care of you. Ask for the Gambling Guys discount, and they will give it to you because we will strong-arm them to do so. Yeah. All right, next up.
Vin. We love Vin and the Policinelli gang.
All right, next up, we got another couple 1 o'clock games, starting with the New York Giants, going to San Fran against the 49ers. As we mentioned, the Giants got slapped last week by the Eagles. They lost their running back, Cam Scatterbo, with a dislocated ankle. It was horrific. He did try to get up which was horrible. I did see something on Instagram.
It's like, put me in.
I did see something on Instagram where it was like, Cam Scatabo next week, and it was him in a wheelchair.
I saw that.
Running up the
field. That was funny.
But anyways, 49ers in this game are -2.5. It's still -2.5 over under 47.5. No Scatabo. Hurt team. I don't think Jackson Dart can get it done himself. I don't think their wide receivers are that good. And I am a Giants fan. Big week coming up for Mac Jones. They still have Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. I will lay this field goal with the 49ers. Give me San Fran -2.5 at home.
Boo. Not a real Giants fan because, guys,
I'm a money fan.
Though Cam is down, you are not from New York if you don't know how to battle through adversity.
Okay.
So I think that's what the Giants have to do. I feel like a lot of games now are starting to mean a lot more to them. I think this is a must-win game. They are 2-6. They're playing a 5-3 beatable 49ers.
I agree they're beatable.
The Giants need to get some in the win column to stay in the fight for their division. So I think with Cam out, we got a veteran in Devin Singletary, and then also Tyrone Tracy Jr. On the depth chart there for running back. So let's see. I'm taking the Giants plus 3.5 points on the board. That's a buy-up because what is it now?
2.5.
Okay. So it was 2.5 when I looked, and I already have it booked at plus 3.5. So taking a buy-up there over that one-score threshold. Points on the board for the G-Men. Let's go.
I'm going to change the order a little bit to our read, though. Let's go with the Vikings-Lions game next.
I like it. I already know.
I
already know.
Spread in this game, -8.5. I am buying the Lions down to -6.5 versus the Vikings. Two-headed monster in the running back in the running game for them between Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. Their wide receivers are great. Amon-Ra St. Brown, tight end Sammy Laporta, Jared Goff, throws it around like a maniac to everybody. Their coach has balls. He goes for it on 4th down. If it's 4th and 3, he's still going for it if they're on the positive side of the field. I think this spread is too much for the Vikings, and this offense is too much for the Vikings. I will buy it down to 6.5, even though I would book it at 8.5 anyways. I think they win by more than 2 touchdowns. Give me the Lions, -6.5 versus the Vikings.
Let's go. Gambling, guys. Guarantee on that one, guys. I got a kink in my shoulder, and that just happened. So I am also going to take Detroit -6.5 on a buy down. I don't think... Detroit. Not Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Oh, yeah, Detroit.
-6.5.
-6.5. I don't think the Vikings have been playing up to par.
They're at home, too. Detroit plays unreal at home.
Yeah. So I think they've been hit or miss this year. I think that 9.5 spread, might get it done, but I do like buying it down, as you guys know, from my bets this entire season. I like under that one score, as we always mention. So
yes.
That is another triple G for you guys
Got it.
to line it up. Detroit -6.5.
A lot of wind here in New York. Next up, Green Bay Panthers. Terrible game to watch, probably. Probably will be very boring. Green Bay right now is -13.5. It actually changed this morning to 14. Is it 14? No, 12.5. So it's moving the other way. So some people are buying into the Panthers and they might keep it close. I don't think so. I think the Panthers offense stinks. I think Green Bay at home is very good. Jordan Love's very good. Romeo Doubs, very good wide receiver for them. He's been unreal. What a pickup. I will take Green Bay, buying it down under 10 points. I'm going 9.5. Green Bay, -9.5 at home versus the Panthers.
Let's go. And -9.5 is so dang close to another triple G.
Yes.
I am taking Green Bay -8.5.
Interesting.
I walked this out last week, and maybe it doesn't make sense to you guys, but it makes sense in my head. That 9 I don't like for whatever reason. You could have 3 field goals to get to 9.
8's the sign
that
of wealth.
happens. 8's the sign of wealth. A lot of other things. Half an inch is something I can't get into on the pod. But so I think this is going to be, as we said, the spread's going down. It was 13.5 when we looked. It's down to 12.5 now. I do think it's still a 2-score game here. for Green Bay.
See what the over-under is exactly.
But not, it was 44.5 when we looked.
Still 44.5.
Okay, stayed the same. So, but while we're on Green Bay, I do want to give this a shout out. So there is a big YouTuber.
Oh, yes.
Talk about this now. So last week we did a live stream on Thursday night for our podcast instead of our normal recorded and then posted it after. So we did a Thursday live stream, and there's a YouTuber who's got almost 1 million subscribers. His name is Tom Grossi.
Cheers to Tom.
Cheers to Tom. And he is a big Green Bay Packers fan. And he's got a large following, as I mentioned, and his following is called the Grossi Posse because his name is Tom Grossi. And what he likes to do is he goes around and finds other content creators and YouTubers that are maybe not doing as well as him, and he likes to promote them in his own chat to his community and share their link, and then they go on and do what's called a Grossi raid.
Yep.
And they'll go in and like leave some love, and they'll leave comments and watch for a little bit, and it helps with the algorithm. It helps that content creator kind of go up in the algorithm and with their YouTube metrics. So we want to give a shout out to Tom because last Thursday on the live stream he did shout us out, and that's another shout out to also my mother, who was the one that linked that up because she's a big Tom Grossi fan.
She is.
She went in there and said, "Gambling guys need you." He came over with his whole crew, and we had a huge spike in our viewership, and it was just a chat went off the chain. It was just a cool experience. So thank you to Grossi, Tom Grossi.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Grossi Posse, and thank you to @Lori Zapata Photography. If you need a good photographer, check her out. That's mi madre.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah.
Check him out, Tom Grossi Comedy. 919,000 subscribers. We'll help you get to 1 million with our massive following.
Let's go.
All right, next up, we are going to the Broncos game. We saved this for last. Broncos are going to Houston. Line right now, Houston's -1.5, over-under 40.5. For me, this game, and I hate to do it to him because I got the jersey on, Texans money line. CJ Stroud is playing great. As of Wednesday, Collins and Kirk were questionable for Houston. They're two
Mr.
wide
Nico?
receiving weapons. Let's take a look at their depth chart since we're at Friday.
And we do this stuff live, guys.
Wow. 3
From
and 4.
the Shred Shed
3 and 4. All right.
New York.
Well, would you look at that? Kirk and Collins, not listed as questionable. They're in. Gives me more confidence in Texans. Give me the Texans on the money line at home versus the Broncos. I think they get it done pretty easily here. Their offense played very well last week. I think it continues here. So, Texans money line for me, not touching the spread, not touching the over and under.
What is the over-under now that you mentioned
40.5.
40.5, guys. So, as we mentioned, too, if you get on certain things early,
Yes.
you can get just
Great
different
pull.
odds here. So, I actually am on the over, and when I looked, it was over 39.5. So, now it's going up. So, better for me, under 40 points. I think these two teams can score, but I am going to take Houston -1.5 and the over 39.5. So,
Okay.
I think that's a lot.
Yeah, you
It's
got
not
it.
a gambling guy's guarantee, but
Got it with a full point, too.
got it with a full point. And it's already locked in. It's booked.
Yes. All right, next up, and big Broncos fan. Hope he has a miserable weekend because I picked the Texans. Bashford Building. Contact Bashford Building for all your home remodel and repair needs. Bashford Building, 631-412-5046. As with many of our sponsors, ask for the Gambling Guys discount, and you will get it.
And Bashford is truly a legend. There's very few people who are do better work than they're better looking, and this is one of those guys.
Yes.
His work is outstanding. Him, let's move on.
Yeah, leave the lights off.
Okay.
All right. All right, on to our 4 o'clock slate. 3 games on the 4 o'clock slate. 2 are pretty bad. 1 is a great game that I can't wait to watch.
Yep.
Let's start with the worst game, I think, the Uni Jags for you. Jags in this game are -3.5. It's currently actually at -2.5. They fly out to Vegas. It's Halloween weekend. Halloween weekend, and I think that plays against the Jaguars, who are probably going to be looking to have a little fun. I'll actually take the Jags -3.
Even though they're going to struggle.
Even though no one performs better than people that are hungover because their backs are against the wall. You don't want
go.
coach to know you were out all night
You're trying
at a Halloween
your
party.
hardest.
So I think Jacksonville can fly into Vegas. I think Vegas' defense stinks. I think that the Jaguars' offense has a lot more weapons in ETN. Trevor Lawrence is playing very well this season so far, kind of. Not really. He played 2 games over in England or Europe or wherever. So I think for him to be back on American soil.
Across the pond, as
with
they
that,
say.
I know, I love that term. That long hair will be flowing. Give me Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, -2.5 in Vegas.
T-Law.
My sheet, because that's a better number for me.
Let's go. Getting improved metrics.
So I'll cash
over
out.
time.
Guys, I do that. I booked my bet at -3. I'll cash that out, and I'll book the -2.5 and save on the hook. Go ahead, Jay. Who you like? Let me guess.
Can you guess, guys? Can you guess the team that I went with almost every single week, except for last week, and I won against them. So
Wow.
But I'm back on the trend with the Uni Jags. I'm going Jags money line here. I think 2 mediocre teams. The Raiders aren't great, 2-5. Jags are not much better at 4-3, over 500. But I think that's going to improve this weekend in Vegas against Vegas. And, hopefully everyone dresses up and, celebrates Halloween weekend. But Jags money line is the play.
Maybe we'll fly out.
You saw it here first. Yeah, maybe, let's...
for us.
We'll just get a
It's no
plane.
big deal. All right, next up, we'll go with the second worst game on the slate. Saints are visiting the Rams. The Rams are currently...
The La Rams.
La Rams are -14.5. Yuck. Saints come into this game. They are 1-7. Saints are 1-7 this season. You know who they beat? The Giants.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still 14.5. But this game, to me, is pretty easy. I'm going to buy the Rams down from 2 touchdowns. I'm going to buy it way down to under 2 scores. 9.5 is my number. I'm going with the Rams, Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams. Their offense is pretty good, especially at home against a bad dome team playing partially outside. I will take the Rams -9.5 as my play.
Let's go. And we are close again.
Very
Close,
close.
but no cigar. The logic was the same as the Green Bay Carolina game. Rick brought it down to 9.5 on that one, 9.5 on this one. I am doing the same as I did on the Green Bay game, buying it down to -8.5. So we just missed for another triple G. But agree with all the same points that you made, Rick. Great job with your analysis.
Wow, I'm so good.
Yeah, Saints are 1-7, now tied with the Jets. Yuck.
Yeah, bad.
So not really good. I think it's going to be the same thing. That 9 number, I like to be below the 9. So I was going -8.5 here for the LA Rams. I think the over/under 43.5. I think that's a crapshoot, guys.
Tough.
It's a
You're asking
decent
for the
number.
Saints to put up a touchdown or 2.
2. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say they need to have at least 2. Can they do that against the Rams?
No.
Question mark. So I'm staying away from that. I'm just doing Rams -8.5 buy down.
Also in that game, he's been suffering a little bit this season, is Puka Nacua. He is listed as playing. So
Yeah. I think he was
he
questionable.
was
though,
listed
right?
as questionable.
Yeah.
He's listed as playing. That's why I just took a peek at that. All right, last
good
game
call.
up. Best game of the 4 o'clock slate. You're going to watch the entire game on NFL Red Zone or NFL Network or wherever because the other 2 games are poo-poo stinky.
Caca poo-poo.
Caca poo-poo. The Bills versus the Chiefs. The NFL loves this matchup. Good boy Josh Allen versus also good boy. I was going to say bad boy, but he's also
Against
a good guy.
Kermit the Frog.
Against Kermit the Frog. But the reason you're going to watch this game is not for either of those players. Taylor Swift will be in the building for this
Tay-Tay.
game. It's
I'm
a
a big
prime
Tay-Tay
time.
fan.
It's not necessarily a prime time game, but it is a prime time game. When you have the Saints playing and the who was it? The Jags. Like,
And who is this
Those
other team?
those are teams that nobody's going to watch. Everyone's going to tune into this game. They're going to show Taylor Swift probably 15 times, mark it over under 15 times.
Nice.
I will take the Bills to march into the building. I think their offense is better. Josh Allen's a gamer. Cook had a great week last week that I think we spoke about on Thursday, and I'm
Yep.
sure you're going to mention now. I think the Chiefs are a very fugazi team. I don't think they're a real good team.
Fancy
they're not a
word,
Super
Rick.
Bowl. Well, for the Italians, Paulsonelli, how you doing?
Hey.
I don't think the Chiefs are as good as they used to be, and I think the Bills are hungrier than they've been. So, hungry dog runs fast. Give me the Bills on the money line in Arrowhead.
Nice. Love the analysis there. And I tend to agree. But what was yours? What did it end up on?
Bills money line.
All right, so
On
Bills
Bills
money line. So What's the spread? Let's check that live spread here.
It was -1.5
for KC,
favoriting the Chiefs. Yes.
Yeah. So let's see.
Favoriting. I keep saying that.
Favoring. I think this game has the potential to be a shootout.
Okay.
What do we got?
I was gonna say something, and it would have got us banned.
Okay, good. Good thing you didn't.
Kansas City still -1.5.
What's the over/under?
52.5.
Okay, so no change. Of points. No change there, guys. So what I'm actually doing is, and it's already booked, as I mentioned. I can show you receipts. I'm going to take the Bills +2.5 with a buy up.
I like that.
So I'm going to take the buy up.
Buy the other point. What do you mean? Buy it to 3.5.
Yeah, I don't know why I have buy Bills 2.5, but the spread was.
You know what's crazy is we shot this podcast the other day, and I said the same thing. He looked just as confused. buy it to +3.5.
It's already booked. I got to check what it is.
You got to cash out. Where you going? Don't get up.
I just want to see what it is.
Because guys, if you're gonna buy something up, you're paying a premium anyways. You might as well get that extra point. If he gets to 3.5 and the game goes to a field goal, now he's sitting pretty. He's looking at he's looking at 3.5. So it's like a touchdown beats me. A touchdown beats me. 2.5. Now he's sitting there. You might as well book it money line. It works either way. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's the way I see it. We always talk about those key numbers, and that brings us back to this right here. Key number in a football game is 3.
It's booked at +2.5. It's booked.
You might have to cash that out.
Can't.
Oh, it's in the parlay?
That's
look
at that payout. That's
Shoot.
my pick on.
I'll meet you on the tarmac.
All right, guys. Bills +2.5.
Go Bills!
To Rick's point, our entire logic always has been be above that one score. I mean, I think Bills are going to win outright, so I'm just, it's the gravy on top of this. But I do think the Bills are going to come out here and show that they're a Super Bowl contending team.
Yes.
As Rick mentioned, James Cook continues to have stellar weeks after stellar weeks. He's a G. Just getting in the end zone there. What more can you say there? I think this has potential to be a high-scoring affair here. And I think the Bills are going to take it straight up. So
put it this way: the Raiders game tickets are $66. The Rams game tickets are $35. The Bills game tickets are $258.
Dang,
they're almost 4 and 5x of these other teams. Ridiculous. So that's going to be a huge national game at the 425 slate. Let's move on to QB Solutions! QB Solutions. Shout out to my friend KJ. Smoked him at the golf outing. QB Roofing Solutions for all your roofing and repair needs. 516-481-7663. Always ask for the Gambling Guys discount. It is a guarantee.
It is a guarantee.
See what I did there?
The guarantee for QB.
Wow!
KJ was at the golf outing, as Rick mentioned.
Very nice guy.
He said to us there, he's like, guys, thank you so much. I watch every single podcast, and I appreciate you shouting me out.
And he made me buy him a drink. What a guy.
Yeah. Thanks to KB Solutions. KB for KJ. So thanks to QB Solutions and KJ for everything that you guys do. So give them a shout on the Gambling Guys.
And I'll be waiting all day for Sunday night.
You want to quiz me again? I already know the answers.
I was going to say, who's her husband?
Mike Fisher.
Nice.
Played for the Predators in the National Hockey League.
What position?
Center.
I don't know.
I think he's a forward, I think.
He's definitely a forward. I don't think he's a center.
So, guys, Carrie Underwood, she is a smart woman because she married a hockey player. We play hockey. Hockey's the best sport on earth, even though we're doing a football podcast. If you question me on that,
center.
You suck.
And he was the captain.
Let's go.
All right. Sunday night football game. Seahawks, Commanders. Good game. Jaden Daniels, questionable on Wednesday.
Jaden.
However, today, spread is -2.5, favoriting the Seahawks. Today.
It was -3.5 when I looked.
Today, Jaden Daniels is listed as active, so he will be playing this weekend. The only person out for them is Terry McLaurin, which unfortunately hurts their wide receivers, but Deebo Samuel will slide into the number 1 spot. Deebo's a beast.
Deebo.
This game for me, I had the Seahawks at -3. They're now -2.5. I'll still take the Seahawks. I think they're a more complete team, better defense, better offense. Jaden Daniels not having the best year, but I think the Seahawks overall, as a better team, will win the game by a field goal or more. So give me the Seahawks -3.5.
Let's
minus
go.
3. I'm sorry, -3.
Another one that we are super close on. We
Very
are
close.
a Rick away. I am -2.5. So we are half a point away. Not a half an inch, half a point away. Let's get back on track here. I think this game could potentially be a shootout. Every single week this happens, guys. What is going on? I think it could be a shootout here. The over-under, give me a live update on that.
48.5.
Oh, it was 47.5, so it's going up, guys. See? 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 I am not playing the over-under, so I'm just taking Seattle -2.5 buy down. I think they're the better team.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Moving on to Monday Night Football, as we always include every week. Cardinals are flying out to Jerry World to play the Dallas Cowboys. Current spread in this game is now changed to
Update.
-3.5. -3.5 over under the highest.
It's a point different.
The highest of the week over under 53.5. Ton of points listed in this game.
Over under stayed the same.
All right. Over under stayed the same. For me, I had it booked at Cowboys -2.5. Again, that field goal threshold for me is the play. But I think Dallas at home plays as a different team. Jerry World is always a spectacle. Primetime game on a Monday. And, not to mention, Tuesday is a holiday. So this will be a very viewed game by a lot of people that stay up late because the next day is election day and they're off.
Wow.
So, yeah, see how I worked that out?
I did not know that.
I think, well,
America.
probably because you're. All right, so the Cowboys in this one are favored at -3.5. I'm booking it at -2.5. I think that the Cowboys at home play as a completely different team. I think that Dak Prescott will air out the ball quite a few times. Georgie Pickens will have at least one touchdown. He's been their best wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb is back. Hasn't gotten going in his week 1 return, so to speak. So I think week 2 for him is a showcase game against a weak Arizona secondary.
And a weak Arizona secondary, I think, will continue this week for the, as we change their name, Comical Cardinals, and the last Gambling Guys Guarantee.
Don't knock
Dallas,
the cord out.
Dallas, yeah, that might have been what happened. We found out that the cord to plug the mic in was unplugged. That was our technical issues.
Yes.
And we had some corrupt audio last week. But I'm going Dallas -2.5 for a triple G, the final triple G
You want me to
of
read 'em off?
the week. Let's read them off. Why not?
Gambling Guys guarantees are Bears -2.5, Chargers -6.5, Lions -6.5, Cowboys -2.5. Book it.
Book it, Dano. And guys, last update on that game. Besides playing in Jerry World, the Comical Cardinals have lost 5 in a row. So do what you want with that information. High over under, staying away from it.
Wow, 5 in a row. Yeah, they won their first 2 games. Guess who they won against? The Saints and the Panthers. So they might as well beat the Jets.
Do they have the Jets?
No, they haven't played the Jets yet. They don't play the Jets this season. Yuck.
Classic.
Unfortunate for them.
Might not be another win on the scoreboard for them, unfortunately.
Kyler Murray's also listed as questionable.
Oof.
Good lordy, lordy.
Oof. All right, guys, let's move on to the next segment. The Gambling Guys Anytime Touchdown!
Shout out to whatever cruise line is watching this and wants to give us a free vacation because I'm winning it right now anyways. Anytime touchdown for me. You want me to start?
Yeah.
For me, Atlanta running back Bijan Robinson playing the Patriots in Foxborough. Hands are cold for the wide receivers. Hand the ball off. Put it in the warm gut of Bijan, who didn't score a touchdown last week. Gets a ton of carries. Good run defense for the Patriots, but not that good against Bijan. So I will take Bijan Robinson anytime touchdown against the Patriots. My next play is from a juggernaut offense in Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got 7 touchdowns on the season. The Vikings defense is averaging 23.1 points against a game, and they are playing the best offense, I think, in the NFL. So give me Amon-Ra St. Brown and Bijan Robinson.
Let's go, guys. Moving on to my picks. I talked a little bit of crud about this game and the Comical Cardinals, but But I was playing around with that game because I do think that has potential to be a high-scoring game. So I was looking at Williams for a potential score. George Pickens, I think, is a solid pick. As Rick mentioned, maybe CeeDee Lamb. A bunch of members of Dallas. I think Dallas is going to put up some points. But I am also going to go with my man Bam Knight, running back for the Cardinals.
You know what? I'm looking at their lineup now as we shoot this. James Conner, IR. Trey Benson, IR. Amari DiMercado, questionable. They don't have a single running back.
The Cardinals.
Yeah, they don't have a single running back except Bam.
Yeah, so he's going to be their workhorse. Bam! 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 And I'm going to stick with the running backs. So we got Bam Knight as my number 1, and then my number 2, sticking with the running backs. We're going with the Chargers against the Titans, where I think the Chargers are going to put up a bunch of points. We got Mr. Kamani Vidal.
Yes. I think that's a good pick, actually, by you.
So
I think 2 good picks by you.
So
4 good picks by us.
4 picks by us, we rule. So the picks are, to recap, Kamani Vidal, Bam Knight, Bijan Robinson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
There you go.
All right, sweet, guys.
Words
we
are
rule,
tough.
But yeah, words. I know some of these words. Moving on to the fantasy spotlight of the week. So I want to, as always, recap some top performers for week 6. Week 6. Holy cow. Week 8. Guys, we're on week 9, so I'm going to recap last week, which is 8. As always, we've talked about him numerous occasions. Indianapolis running back, Mr. Jonathan Taylor, had a back-to-back 3-touchdown week, 153 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns that were rushing, 2 receptions for 21 yards, and a receiving touchdown. That's the 3rd touchdown. Total of 37.4 points for Mr. John Taylor. What a week. What a season. What a 2 weeks. What a everything.
Been unreal, man.
What a guy. Next, another running back here for Buffalo, Mr. James Cook. We mentioned him earlier. He had a good game off of bye. He rushed for 216 yards and 2 touchdowns for a total of 33.6 points. And then we have one more running back for the group. Rick called him out last week and had him in the Anytime Touchdown.
Which he scored.
Which he did score. Mr. Saquon Barkley from Philadelphia. He had 153 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 4 receptions for 24 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Total of 33.4 points. I do have one more running back, but I'll get to him in a second. I wanted to give a shout out to a position that we don't always call out all the time, but tight end for Green Bay, Mr. Tucker Kraft.
Dude,
7 receptions.
He's awesome.
He's a beast. 7 receptions for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 33.3 points, the triple threes. And then last, and maybe the coolest, I'm going to go with a running back from the now no longer winless New York Jets.
Yes.
Mr. Breece Hall.
Good for him.
Had a day. 133 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 14 yards. But, guys, if you didn't see this, I mean, awesome play. Trick play towards the end of the game. 2 minutes left on the clock. The Jets go with a trick play. I don't know if it was a trick play or a breakdown play that worked out to be.
Definitely a
planned trick play.
Yeah,
okay.
They designed that play for sure.
So, Breece Hall has 4 passing yards for a passing touchdown.
And if he's on your fantasy team, that's a lot. That's a good
That
amount
is a
of
lot.
points.
32.86 points. And that touchdown actually sealed the game for the Jets to win. I think it was 39-38, I believe, was the score at the end of the game. But cool trick play for a running back to score a throwing touchdown. So pretty awesome there. Rick, who do you got for Week 9 for your fantasy callouts?
Fantasy, for me, is easy. Kyron Williams on the Rams. They are going to absolutely body this week. He is only scored 2 touchdowns this season, and I think this is a game, like a get-right game. Get his confidence up, build him up a little bit, let him get in the end zone once, maybe twice, but I think there'll be goal-to-go situations with him, and they'll let him run the ball in. My other play, as you mentioned, George Pickens on Dallas. Nice. What a get for them. On the season, he's got 6 touchdowns, 685 receiving yards, and he's playing a terrible team in the Cardinals at Jerry World. I think he shows out there. He'll probably get in the end zone and probably have 50 or 60 receiving yards. So he'll round out at probably 23, 24 points in fantasy. So
Not a big deal.
That's my
Calling the points
expert
out, too.
analysis.
Wow. What an analysis, guys. That was great. I am going a little bit different route. I'm going to call out a couple different people just because I want to spread the love around. But I got a couple quarterbacks that I like. Mr. Daniel Jones playing against the Steelers. Think he's going to have a big week as he has been doing. So Indiana Jones continuing to do awesome. Mr. Caleb Williams over in Chi-Town, the Windy City, playing against Bengals. I think he's going to have a great week. Bengals, as we mentioned continuously, that they're struggling. Though they're squeaking out some wins here and there, I do think Caleb Williams and the Bears will dominate that game. And then Mr. Love. We love Love here.
We love Love.
And again, shout out to Tom Grassi and the Grassi Posse.
Made this for you. Thank you.
Gosh. But I think Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers are going to do stellar against the Panthers. And I use stellar because there's been a lot of alien talk going on in Interstellar and stuff like that. If you haven't checked out the aliens.
AI. I don't know if that's
okay. All right, moving on to some running backs. I do, as I called out in the Anytime Touchdown, like my boy Bam Knight. So watch out for him. And I want to play and ride the backs of my Uni Jags for running back Travis
Etienne.
Mr. Etienne Jr. Guys, you know I'm bad with the pronunciations. So
English
Mr.
is tough.
Etienne, huh?
English
is tough.
That's language.
It's only my first language. And then a couple shout-outs to wide receivers, DK Metcalf for the Steelers, even though I think the Colts are going to slap him around. I think Rodgers been moving the ball around. He's been playing good, surprisingly well in his old age, and with his all the stuff that he's got going on. But I think DK has been one of his number one targets, so watch out for him. And then in the same game, but on the other side, I want to give a shout out to both sides. Mr. Michael Pittman Jr. I think might have a good game. So those are my fantasy spotlight picks.
I just looked it up. Mike McDaniel's still in Miami, not fired. So I don't know what they're doing.
All right, guys. We are moving on. Segments 2. The Gambling Guys Nugget of the Day, which is always coupled, which we try and include with the Gambling Guys story.
Oh, yeah.
And then this week, the Nugget of the Day is going to be about units and 1 unit at a time, and also getting back to our roots.
Yes.
We mentioned it earlier about myself being unusual about picking a little bit too many bets, or more than usual, or more than Rick, because Rick usually bets a little bit more than me. So I think that's an important thing to call out because I've been picking the over-under. And then same thing with like my pick'ems, they're not always the same as how I structure my parlays. So yeah, I'm doing well on the pick'ems, but lately I've been on a downtrend for my bankroll as far as how my bets have actually been playing out.
Yeah.
And I've been getting a little bit, greedy or excited each week with profit boosts and different promos that all the different betting sites have been giving me, and just haven't been doing well. We've talked about this a few times where parlays are like a lottery ticket. I've been betting too many parlays, less straight bets, and I've been betting, honestly, above my unit size. So I wanted to kind of talk about unit size and bankroll building because I think it's important for everyone to understand and know and be proficient at. And really the story is just that, the last couple of weeks I've been kind of bleeding my bankroll out a little bit because I've just been betting too much. I've been trying to do different.
Gamble responsibly.
Guys, always remember to gamble responsibly. But let's talk about unit size a little bit. So I think it's important for gamblers to understand your unit size and sizing that appropriately because there's a lot of people, especially with the apps nowadays, you can focus on the end result way too much.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're like, all right, I'm going to bet, let's say $5 is your unit. I'm going to bet $5. I'm going to win $15. That's a 3x multiple right there. But like, $5 to win 15, yeah, 3 times your money sounds good when you say it like that, but it's like $3 to win 15 doesn't sound all that well. A lot of people want
They'll add one more leg.
Yeah, add one more leg, so it's like $5 pays $40, $5 pays $30, $5 pays $50. You're going 10x there. 10x multiplier is extremely difficult to hit.
There's a reason they show the payout as you add things, guys.
Right.
It's all built in Psychologically?
Yeah.
Psychologically. So
mathematically.
They'll do that to try to entice you to add another leg. That's why a lot of their boosts and promos have like 3-leg parlay, 4-leg parlay. There's a certain number of legs you have to have. And there's one that I've seen now, it's 105%, but if you add another leg, it's 110, 115, so on and so forth for every leg you add. Next thing you know, you're at plus 250%, but you're not going to hit that. No one hits 20-leg parlays. You see people that do.
It's rare.
It's one in
Guys, it's like
billions.
social media, where social media you only see the highlights of people's lives. You don't see all the bad things that happen.
Yeah.
So just be cognizant of your unit sizing and build over time. Like, build your bankroll of time. If you want to be profitable, and you got to be more logical about how you bet. Like, bet smaller, build over time, and then, focus on your unit size. Set your unit size to something that you're comfortable with. Say it's $1. Say it's $5. Perfect. Let's say it's $1. So your unit size is $1. There's plays that you could be, that you think are more advantageous, where maybe your bet is not a 1 unit, it's 5 units. So you're betting $5 to win 3 units. So you're winning 15, or it would really be 15 units if your unit's $1.
There's a guy on Instagram. He's at Volume Bets. He started with $1 and he's trying to go to $1 million.
Nice.
His bankroll's up to like $1,200 or $1,300.
Awesome.
So he's done it from $1. That was his unit size. His bankroll was $1. It's up to $1,300.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I'm going to take $1 and win $1 million. I'm going to take $1 and flip it to $2,
Right.
$4, $8, whatever.
Exactly.
Like, he did that over time, and it's taken him a while, but he's getting some steam going. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, but guys, you want to get better over time, right? So over time, and the more time that you put into betting, understanding how the teams play and etc., like, you're gonna get better at making picks. So just like give it some time, and start small, build into bigger things, play with house money. So bet with your brain, not your ego. Stack smart plays, not desperate ones. And always remember, a steady climb beats a wild ride every time. The wild rides are fun, but do that with house money. Don't do that with yours.
Speaking of wild rides, it brings us to just a quick touch point on a little Vegas history. Not that we're from there, but there was a gentleman named Archie Carras. He showed up in Vegas, $50 in his pocket, ran it up to $40 million. Wow, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. He lost it all back and has nothing. No bankroll management, no unit sizing, nothing like that. He took $50, went up to $40 million. That's generational wealth. Lost it all back.
Dang.
Things happen.
Dang. So that's your story and nugget of the
1992 that happened.
day. Nice. Thanks for the story, Rick. I have nothing else.
I got nothing else, man. I'm good.
All right, so let's recap real quick the Gambling Guys locks, because I know, as we mentioned a few times, guys, this is 2.0 for our technical difficulties. So we already had one hit. Sorry you can't bet that with us. But
next one was Bears minus 2.5.
And that's an addition, though. So
Bears
they
minus
can
2.5.
still get
We
with
added
us.
that.
Bears
minus 2.5. Chargers minus 6.5. Lions minus 6.5. Monday night, Cowboys, Jerry World, minus 2.5. Gambling Guys, guarantee.
Let's go. And talking back to our Anytime Touchdown picks, we have Kamani, Vidal, Bam Knight, Bijan Robinson, and Mr. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, I think we have a good week this week.
I think we do have a good week, and I think we're going to
feel it.
Turn the tides, as they say, with our Anytime Touchdown pick, because we have not hit
yet.
Apologies for the last 2 weeks. That was my fault, so I apologize to those that trailed us.
It wasn't your fault. There's no tush push.
Yeah,
you need a
bunch of BS. But guys,
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. If you do tag along with us, make sure to comment on our Instagram or whatever. Make sure you let us know that you're following us. We've gotten some texts over the course of time from some of you guys saying,
and we appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's just it adds fun. It adds some fun for us, because it's like, oh, this, we're watching the game kind of sweating because we want certain things to play out, and you guys text us to be like, you're sweating too at home, and you're just like, you guys better hit. I rode you on this one. It's like that stuff is fun for us when we get those texts. So
you guys are betting on us.
keep them coming.
And we're betting on the games.
Let's go. We want to win too. You pull
Did you
this
get
up?
this in?
No.
You got to get in, man.
What? What's the deal?
This game's at 4 o'clock.
You want to talk about it?
NHL Spotlight. So it's Halloween.
New
today.
segment.
It's Halloween today. The NHL did a great job of scheduling 3 hockey games today. We're Islander fans. Islanders played 7 o'clock against the Caps.
Let's
At
go,
4
Islanders.
o'clock, the late game is Anaheim and Detroit. Good game. 4 o'clock, there's a really good game on. The Vegas Golden Knights are hosting the Colorado Avalanche. 6-1-4 for the Avalanche. 6-1-3 for the Knights. Ooh. Very good game on Halloween at 1 o'clock in Vegas. The NHL did a great job of getting this on the calendar. For this game, I have a couple player props. I have a first period over 1.5. I have some shot props. I can read them to you real quick.
Yeah, why not?
I think I shared it with you.
And guys, one thing I want to add while we're talking about hockey, since it's a different sport than we normally talk about, we totally did not capitalize on the sports equinox.
We know.
The sports equinox. If you guys have never heard about that or don't know what it is, there's one time a year where every single team or every single major sport plays. So it's the NFL, the NHL, the MLB, and the NBA.
Yep.
They all play on the same day, and it only happens one time.
And it's every October.
And it was every October, and it was Monday, right?
Monday was Monday, yeah.
Yeah,
it was
so Monday.
We were at a golf outing.
This past Monday, we were at a
winning
golf outing. But that was the sports equinox for 2025. Hope you guys did well.
So my player prop parlay for that game, 2 shots per person. Mitch Marner.
Oh, I did ride you on this one.
Valerie Nishchukin, Thomas Hurdle, and an ex-Islander.
It's Tomas,
and an ex-Islander, Brock Nelly Nelson.
Brock!
So that's a plus 509 parlay that I have for that same game parlay. And then I have over 5.5 goals in the game as my play. So we'll start mixing in a little
I must have missed that text, but
well,
I rode the one.
I can only give out so many winners.
Guys, so I think that is it for us. Again, this is the Week 9 2.0 version.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone that's been following us along this journey. Thanks to Tom Grassi. Thanks to Lori Zapati Photography. Thanks to all our subscribers and fans. Thanks to our sponsors. And that's it for me. Follow us everywhere you can at gambling_guys with a Z. Zoltan. And we're out.
Peace.
The Gambling Guys Podcast.